Alright.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Daniel G. Wilson, and this is DGAW Interviews. Today on DGAW Interviews, I'll be interviewing Joel Vigilante.
Bonjour.
How are you doing, Joel?
I'm good.
Excellent.
Relaxed and comfortable.
I can see that. Well, first let me start this off, Joel, by saying that I've been dying to have an interview with you for a while now, actually.
That's surprising to me.
Why?
That's Anyways, go on.
Okay. Yes. The music you make is very interesting, to say the least. Yeah, actually, that is the least I could say about it. There's so much else I could say, but that's for later in the interview. And I also find your sense of humor very interesting. Now, to start off this interview, I have to ask you about a joke you made, or it wasn't really a joke. June 8th, 2013, you were expecting a baby.
Wow. Probably. I hope. That would be unfortunate for the baby, probably. Because I'm not in a good condition to take care of a baby at this point. You know, maybe one day, but not right now. I think he go to bed with the spins every day.
But it's interesting because the baby was due on the same day you announced that you were expecting a baby.
Well, you know, I'm not a man of science, of biology, so to speak, but, you know, babies are my life now, apparently. So, thank you for bringing babies back into my life. Maybe I've got to make one now. Maybe that's my new calling.
Interesting. Now, another thing I have to ask you. Prom night pregnancy bet, June 3rd, 2010.
2010. That's some digging. Those are email days, or emo days, I should say. Because I used to have black hair back in the day and the cliche sort of look. Sorry, what was the quote? What was the quote again?
On June 3rd, 2010, you basically started a pool, which was for a prom night pregnancy bet about, I'm guessing who would get pregnant during prom night.
Wow. I'm gonna be rude. I'm not gonna name the people, so to speak, but there was definitely some candidates. Not myself, obviously, because I'll have to send you a pic of what I used to look like in high school, because I would not be a candidate for prom night pregnancy pools, but that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Why are you looking that far into my social media? Whole person back in the day. You dingo.
Well, okay. Well, speaking of, now to move on to something a bit more recent, barbecue blues.
Yes. That's a nice. You and I ate some hot dogs in the video, and yeah, that's a good. It's an okay tune. I wouldn't listen to it myself, but it's tasty.
Well, what inspired you to write a song called Barbecue Blues?
That song is from it's from an album called Post Dad, and basically, I've got this best friend named Luke, and he was home from the summer from university, and I kind of kidnapped him, trapped him in my room for a day, and the whole album, Post Dad, that was recorded in 2 days. So we did all the instrumentals from morning to afternoon, and I sent him packing, sent him home, did the vocals the next day on my own, so it was a little less embarrassing. And Barbecue Blues is a tune off of that that dad rock inspired record or album or Bandcamp thingy. So yeah, that's the story of Barbecue Blues and post that, I guess.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Now, explain the picture, the cover artwork for Post Dad.
Well, again, it's dad rock inspired, so what's more dad than a turtleneck and some tools, and we gotta sex it up a little bit. So slap on some blue tidy whities and mix that into the pic and slap that into Photoshop. Grab a default default filter or two just to swirl it up, make it a little psychedelic, and there you go. That's how you get that covered.
Cool.
It's cute.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Now, this is something about the past again. Spring meat.
Spring meat?
Yes.
That sounds like some sort of cold sausage.
It was a forum where people ask questions and get them answered. I looked up your Spring Me account, and I have to say, there were a lot of interesting questions and answers.
Oh, Spring... I don't know what Spring Me is, but it's kind of like some asking thing. It's like an anonymous asking thing, right?
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, now I know what you're talking about, so sorry. Go on.
On one of the questions, someone had basically talked about how life was hard, and then you answered, "Life ain't hard, fool." Do you still have that same ideology?
No. I'm not about the cool lifestyle anymore, We say we are all quite equal.
Cool.
Cool, fool.
Cool. Now, and back to Spring Me again. Another answer you gave was to a question about...
What? Hold on. I'm so sorry to cut you off. Spring Me. That's throwing me off. Spring Me. I don't remember having a Spring Me, but Form Spring. Is that what you're talking about? Form Spring?
I believe so.
It's like the same thing. It's like an anonymous asking thing.
Yes.
I just want to know if I'm on Spring Me and Form Spring. I can't keep track. That's why. Anyway, sorry. Go on. Form Spring.
It's alright. On one of the questions, you were asked, which friend would you like to be, if you had a choice, to be stranded on a desert planet with? And you said Troy Sanders. Explain that.
Troy Sanders is a guy I went to high school with, and he's that big bubbly guy that you go to high school with. He could probably beat you up and mash you into a stew, but for some reason he's all bubbly and nice and giggly and whatever. But yeah, back in the day, probably, why wouldn't you want to be trapped with a bubbly, happy person? But nowadays, no offense, Troy, I don't think you're ever going to see this, but if you do, sorry. I think all he does is smoke pot in his garage now. I think that's sort of his life, and that's probably fun, but not trapped on a planet for the rest of my life fun, So, that's that.
I can understand.
Probably.
Alright.
I hope not. I hope you're not trapped in your garage smoking weed every single day.
Oh dear. On May 17th, 2010, you said that you once you saw two 12 to 13-year-olds smoking cigars.
Wow. That was horrible. That was saddening, actually. There's this gross forest in Bowmanville. I don't know if you know where Bowmanville is. It's like a small suburb outside of Toronto. If you know where Oshawa is, it's a bit past Oshawa, but it's some small suburban. And there's this forest called Jackman. It's just the most disgusting disgusting, gross high school bush party location. And on the weekend, if you stroll through there, that's where all the high school kids are getting all dazed and confused, so to speak. And yeah, I basically bumped into these 12-year-olds who were all smoking cigars and younger than I've ever seen in my life. And I don't know. When I was 12, I was playing Diablo 2, and nowadays, they smoke cigars and play Diablo 2. So what does that say about global warming? Who's to say? Who's to say, my friend?
When I was 12, I wanted Pokeball pajamas. I still do. Okay. Now, moving on to a musical question. All right. Explain Lint.
It's kind of crazy. It's like a disgusting, egotistical storm of music that I have made a mess of, I guess. It started off as me and there's a band that I was pretty heavily inspired by called Los Campesinos, and it's just like this big indie rock band with all their friends, and I tried to make that at one time, and it's a long story. Basically, I started off recording some songs with a good friend named Anne, and then I just kind of stopped playing with her, and then I started playing with a girlfriend and some friends from college, and then recently I just stopped playing with them, and it's kind of just like this ongoing solo project that I try to integrate friends into, and I somehow assholishly cut them out in a horribly mean way. I don't intend it to be in such a way, but I guess it's some sort of indie rock solo project that I try and bring friends into, and it as a result make them hate me.
Is that why the Twitter the Twitter tag for Lint is I hate Lint?
Probably. The genesis of that phrase is for some reason, like, I'll record a song and I just can't enjoy it. I just can't enjoy any music that I make. Just because I make it, when someone else makes a song, it's like there's mystery behind it. It's like, oh, what's he thinking? What went into that song? But I know every little detail that goes into making a song, so I just can't possibly enjoy it. So that's where that phrase comes from.
Oh.
I just hate it. I hate listening to my own music. I never will, but for some reason I just make it for whatever, some dumb reason.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of a convoluted answer to that question, I guess. But it was a tough question. So what can I say?
Cool. Oh, now,
Quite.
Joel, you and I have something in common. We both like Boss distortion pedals and tube screamers.
I'll tell you what, my friend. I happen to have a beautiful TS9 right beside me. Quite a fan, actually. But go on. Sorry.
Oh, well, no, actually, I know you're a fan of the tube screamer. I saw on a video you posted a while ago, which was a studio update. You showed your pedal board. And I must say, it also inspired me in the design of my pedal board, essentially.
That's good. I'm a pedal guy. I don't give a shit about guitars. I don't give a shit about amps. I'm obsessed with pedals. Pedals are so cool to me, so that's good. They're expensive too, but there's people that have like those big boards and those 50 pedals on them, and that's my dream. One day. When I get a big boy job, maybe we'll see.
Oh, well, Nick Reinhardt has a big collection of pedals basically people just randomly give him half-broken pedals which he rewires.
I'm a little too lazy for that, so I'm going to take the time to learn how to rewire a pedal, or, I don't know, mix and match or modify. I'm not a pedal modifier, like I'm not that pedally. I just like different pedals. My brother's an electrical engineer of some kind, so maybe I'll one day make him build me one or some shit like that. But no, not any modification for me anytime soon. Lazy. Fuck that.
Now. Oh, go on. Sorry, go on. Oh.
No, you. I insist.
Oh.
Por favor.
Okay. As well as your set of pedals, you also have you also show that you had a vintage Behringer phaser pedal that you said you didn't really use much, but it just looked cool. Do you still have that pedal, and if so, do you use it at all?
Alright, well, let's pause. Hold on. Yes. To answer your question, I very much so do. Behringer phaser. I recommend it if you're looking for a cheap phaser. I do use it. On all the new music I'm pumping out, it's a little more garage head, so I can actually use the phaser, whereas some of the older tunes are a little more emo-ish, and you know. But yeah, there it is. Still got it. Still use it. Recommend it. Behringer cheap phaser. I mean, why do you need a $500 phaser anyways, right? It's just a cheesy sound, right? So fucking get the cheap one. That's my 5 cents. There you go. It's nice.
And still staying on gear, you also had we're using 2 delay pedals. That's not really very common for people outside of, say, post-rock or even a post-rock, math rock, or dream pop or shoegaze style of music. Explain your decision to use 2 delays.
Yeah, that's like a really common ear thing. For some reason, 2 delay pedals is unheard of, and I honestly don't understand why. Basically, I use one as a slapback for like a really surfy sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's all there is to it. Is I use one for a slapback, and then whenever I have a lead, I'll pop on the second delay for like a long tail on the notes, or like a solo. Basically, if you got a slapback, if you put on the second delay when you're doing the lead, well, if you fuck up during the lead, the delay will kind of cover that up. Or because I'm a very sloppy guitar player, so that's literally how I base my guitar pedals. Is what will cover up my mistakes the best. So that's why. So it's not for some crazy post-rock sound. It got the slapback, and I add on another tail for leads just to cover up some mistakes. That's why. I recommend it.
I have to say, that's the most honest I've ever heard a guitarist about about why they have certain pedals in certain orders.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like the less is more thing, and that's like hard for me to say because my pedal collection is slowly getting too big. But less is more. You know, I just have like an overdrive, the TS9 for tone, slap the DS1 for a bit of extra distortion, and then like I said, you got the slapback delay and then the extra delay for leads, and that's it. It's pretty simple setup.
All right, now. Now, back to music. I have to ask, now, on Post-Dad, I found a lot of the songs in lyrical standpoints and thematically to have more of a free spiritness to them, more glee, if you would. Whereas on Jork, I found a lot of the songs that take a much more darker, angsty tone. Was there a reason for this?
Well, I don't know. Definitely subconsciously. Like I could explain. I don't like explaining what specific songs are about, but like when I release something, everything is conceptual. And so, for example, post that, like I said before, my best friend was home for the summer, and we just got together for 2 days. Let's just make some songs. So it was just a lot of fun. It was just 2 best friends making some fun songs as a joke, and some of them are good, some of them are shit, whatever. So, you know, that's where that funness comes from. And then Jork was just like, there was like 7 songs, and like within 2 months, is 2 of them, like 7 different things happen in 2 months for each of those songs, I guess, that were just absolutely miserable and just. I think I put it out in the last fall. I think something like that, and wow, that was just the worst fall of my life, probably. Just crazy things like, you know, I had a grandfather die and girlfriend break up with me, and I quit college, quit some. I was interning at a music licensing company and quit that. And just craziness for that. So that's why York is rather dark, and you know, that's where that comparison comes from. It comes from an amazing summer with, you know, a weekend with the best friend, as opposed to a horrible period of time. So that's why.
My condolences to you on your
Oh, what?
your loss.
It's the spring after, right? You suck it up, right?
Yeah. Well, that is very yeah, I now yeah, that answers my question.
Yeah, it basically summarizes that music.
Okay. Now, you once did an interview where you interviewed Mark Hamilton.
Yeah, I was the interviewer. Basically, I went to this music business college, and I participated in MBM TV is what it's called. It's sort of like a college MTV sort of thing, and we were sort of like the founding group or whatever that sort of spawned it. And I don't know, I was just supposed to be an interviewer host. You know, we grabbed this guy who was in a program, and he made this pop music, and I just kind of interviewed him about that. So pretty simple. It's just like a college-based MTV thing, and I was one of the hosts and interviewed him about his tunes. I'm not as good at interviewing with people as you. My questions aren't as good, I should say. Mine were a little more generic, I should say.
Nothing. Well, oh no. Well, thank you. Speaking of interviews, you were also interviewed. Well, with Lint. Was it I think last year, I believe, for Apollo magazine.
Sorry, what was the interviewer?
You were interviewed by Apollo magazine.
I don't know. I don't actually remember that. Did you say Volume 11 or something? Some magazine?
Apollo magazine.
Apollo. Okay, Apollo. Yeah. I'm actually very passionate about Apollo, and I have nothing but good things to say. I went to school in college with a friend named Dan Ashworth, and Apollo is basically his company. And yeah, it basically just covers Indian garage and punk music and stuff like that. You know, he interviews bands like Fiddler and Orwells and Tequila Pangea and stuff like that. And you know, you just kind of cram me in because we're buzzed and stuff like that. But yeah, Apollo's very good. Really appreciate that, and that's something that Toronto needs more of, because maybe it's just because I'm trapped in Oakville, I don't really get to see, you know, the real garage scene, I guess. But it was cool for me. That's Dan Ashworth of Apollo. He's the hardest working person I've met, probably. So yeah, that's that. That's that story.
Cool. Very cool. Now, let me see. Oh yes, groupies.
What are you asking me about? What the fuck do I know about groupies? What are you asking me?
In your interview with Apollo magazine, you had 2 groupies who were in the background.
Oh, okay. Those weren't groupies. So you know, that was like the live band at the time, you know, and my girlfriend at the time, Emily, one of the girls was her roommate, Ashley, who's a very nice girl. And the other girl was a good friend of Nerve, who was the bassist at the time. So, yeah. There's no groupies. What do you think this is? Who do you think I am? There's no groupies. You're killing me. You're killing me. What about groupies?
Well, rock and roll.
Obviously. I don't rock, but I roll.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, stroke it.
Oh, God.
I stroke it too. Every day. Once in the morning, before the shower. You got clean during the shower. And then, once before bed to help you sleep.
Now, speaking of stroking, is this the thumb, or is this the thumb?
Should we do that? Do you want to see it? Here it comes. Wait, that's not enough. Here we go. Hold on. That's as good as I can do right now, you guys.
Ah, yes, the glorious thumb.
I like thumbsticks now. That's the phase I'm in right now.
Yes. Speaking of things that look like other things in terms of shape, fried bananas.
Froggy penis? Is that what you said?
Fried bananas.
Oh, fried bananas? I don't know, fried bananas. If you go to all-you-can-eat sushi, that's like a dessert that they would offer, but I don't know about fried bananas.
Well, this also is calling back to your Apollo magazine interview.
Maybe I do know about fried bananas then. I don't know. You tell me. Go on.
All your band members you were all talking about fried bananas, and your band members said that you could eat the most out of anybody.
I eat the most?
Yeah, eat the most fried bananas out of all of them.
I don't know about fried bananas specifically, but I probably would eat the most food in general over all of them. I'm a pretty gluttonous fellow. That's just sort of something me and my brother are good at. We eat lots of food. One time we went to Hooters, all you can eat chicken wings, and he ate 55. 55. That's 5.5 pounds roughly. So that's quite impressive of my brother.
That is impressive.
Sort of vegetarians, but it was all him. He's the killer.
Oh my. Oh my. Okay. Now, my next question is for something that happened once. You you once saw a Super Batman figurine, or action figure, I should say.
Maybe.
This was a couple years ago. You posted it. Well, not really posted. Someone posted onto your page.
I tell you what, I know exactly what you're saying. It was a horrible, poor person version of Super Friends or superheroes. And it's like Superman with a bat belt for some reason, except he's blue. It's like a blue Superman. Like, his bat belt is blue as well. I know Superman's usually blue. That's crazy. What? You're creeping up on my Facebook. That's scary too. I didn't even post that. That's like a friend of mine who probably maybe tagged me in it, but wow. Good on you. Good. You're a good Facebook creep. I'll give you that. I like to do that myself as well, but
well,
I'll send you the pic, and you can splice it in. People can see how badass this fake Batman is. That's the thing. There's a Ninja Turtle in there too, with a bat belt, I think, or something like that. I don't know. I know what you're talking about. I just can't remember the picture.
Yes.
Some dollar store Superman.
And it was a mess, to be 100% honest. To be honest with you, I did think it was a mess.
That's fine. I don't mind. As soon as this is done, I'm gonna track all of your horrible Facebook things down. I'm gonna post them everywhere on Twitter and Instagram, and so welcome to revenge, my friend.
Okay. But well, it's what I do. I mean, you have to do your research before interviews.
Of course.
Now, on a less disturbing note, LOTR.
Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
You like LOTR?
Of course. Yeah. I don't read. Like, I'm not a reader. I'm not gonna pretend to be somebody who reads all the time. But you know, I watch movies, love them, and then I don't know, grade 7 or 8. This computer game, like real-time strategy game, like Battle for Middle Earth, Lord of the Rings, blah blah blah. It's really long, and yeah, like that shit, love that shit, and I guess I'm a Lord of the Rings guy, something like that. Preciouses and rings and stuff like that. Invisibility.
Oh yeah, sorry, go on. Sorry. Oh, I was saying the ring does, produce invisibility. I almost forgot about that.
That's fine. You have a nice white couch. It looks very clean.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
It's sexy. I probably bring the girl home and, that's the couch we would sit on. And I don't know. Listen to whatever R. Kelly song is about the closet or something. I don't know.
No, I sit down here and listen to weird reggae records or hardcore punk.
Well, there you go. That's sexy, is what it is. That's sexy.
Thank you.
That's fine. Thank you for showing me the couch. I'm gonna screen cap it and I'm gonna wank on it.
Oh, God. Don't do that to the couch. What the heck? I don't really care that much. Anyways, home production.
I love home production. I don't want to do it any other way, really. I don't know. All my songs have been getting gradually better sounding. I guess that's something I can brag about for once. Is the new music? It's not great. It's not amazing production, but it's better than what it was before. And yeah, I'm a big fan of home production. It's stupid. Like, why would I pay $10,000 to go to a studio to record 10 songs, or even if I got a government grant, it's like, why would I waste that government grant, $10,000 on studio time I could record in my room for, I don't know. It probably just goes back to me being a control freak, and that's probably that. It's just, I don't want to record in the studio. It's stupid. And I've got amazing friends who actually record bands professionally. So if I ever got the desire to have a professional studio sound, then I could do that for, I don't know, 1,000 as opposed to 10,000. So I'm a big fan of bedroom. It's the future. It's enough said. Ask anyone who records, anyone who produces. Bedroom recording it's why studios are going out of business across the world. So blah blah blah. Long story, long debate. That's it. That's a long interview in itself.
I agree. Now, I have to say, in terms of your production, your music production, I have to say, I've always found the lo-fi quality of your music to be very, to add a certain bite to it. I've always liked it. Is the lo-fi quality of a lot of your music, is it intentional or is it accidental? Explain that.
Um, I don't know. It's like what I say. Every album is conceptualized in some way. Like Postad or Jork or the different Lint EPs. So every album has like its own lo-fi shitness, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to laziness. And I don't care that much about production. I just want to put songs out as fast as I can. So the early Lint songs is just like, okay, as fast as I can, fuck the quality, let's just put it out, do this and that, and then it just kind of got like, well, how can I make music as loud as possible? Because you put a song on and it's unmastered for some reason. Why does this song sound so quiet and why is this one so loud? So eventually it's like, let's just put it as loud as I possibly can, and then there was the Jork and the post-dad shit. It's just like, well, let's just make the scratchy lo-fi and put the vocals through guitar amp and that sound rough, and yeah. So it's just kind of like a slow development of lo-fi bullshit and at the end of the day, it's laziness. It truly is laziness, and I can't pretend it's anything other than that. It's just, I get frustrated. I don't like waiting to put out music and like, all right, a song, I want to put it out that day, so that's why it's lo-fi. And then yeah, but not nowadays. That's how it was in the past time. But nowadays it's just sort of I actually am starting to care a little bit more about the sound. So the new music I'm gonna put out in the next few months is a little bit better. And then in the following months after this music comes out, it's gonna be even better. I'm gonna actually take the time to make it sound nice, I should say. But yeah, there's basically, to summarize, it's just laziness for me. I don't care about the lo-fi aesthetic. It's just laziness. I just want to put the music out and that's it.
Cool. Very good.
Yeah. Ice cold.
There's someone there.
Got a sloth back there.
Okay.
He's trying to sneak out. Yes.
Okay.
That's my friend Jennifer. It sounds cruel that I speak for her that way, but it's very difficult to explain. A weird circle of friends, we all treat each other like shit. It's long story. That's Jennifer, by the way. But yeah. Sorry.
It's perfectly okay. It's perfectly fine. I've been meaning to ask you about the Lint rat.
The rat. Actually, wow, that's actually amazingly coincidental, because the Lint rat is an image that Jennifer drew. The girl who just crawled across the screen there, or screen, sorry. She drew that rat, and basically before, I told you I wanted to rip off that Los Campesinos band. It's just a group of friends making an indie band, and basically before there was Lint, there was a band called the Rat Scavengers.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so we tried to make music as a Rat Scavengers. It's a long story. It just didn't work out. Jennifer was a part of that. She played bass for a bit, and yeah, I don't know. That we just like rats for some reason. Rats are just like a creature we relate to. They're just dirty and scavengers, and I don't know. We just like them. So basically, Rat Scavengers died. It was like, okay, well, can't have this indie group with my friends. Might as well try and make it solo and grab some people. And that's where the rat came from. We just like rats, Rat Scavengers. Prior to Lint, that's where the rats come from. Ever since then, we just started liking rats. We don't want to be sneaky now. He knows you exist. You dingai.
You shut your fucking mouth.
Dingai is like octopus, like dingus. It's like plural for dingus. Dingai. Started here.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Thanks.
Okay then. Now, sideburns.
Do I have sideburns?
Well, yes, well, sort of. But I'm referencing to, you once said that you want to grow sideburns. This was a couple years ago.
Oh, a couple years ago. Wow. I mean, that's, you can't credit anything. You can't credit what I'm saying now, technically, but sideburns, yeah. Oh, that could be cool. I'd be pretty 2005 hardcore, like Alexis on Fire, maybe. Of those Dallas Green sideburns back in the day, but maybe that's what I was referencing. Maybe he's a cool guy. He can sing. He's cute. Maybe I just want to be cute like him.
Oh, you don't need sideburns for that.
Wow. Somebody's taking the bus down to my house after this interview. This interview with her.
Okay. Now, I've been meaning to ask you about some song titles and their lyrical content. Puking on a Stranger's Lawn.
Okay, well, I can describe that one specifically. That's a good example. But just to give like the overture or whatever. Not I'm speaking nonsense really, but generally speaking, the song names for me are meaningless. Like I just make them up last minute, and yeah, that group of songs, those were kind of related. So yeah, lyrical content's pretty meaningful to me at least. But yeah, so Pico on a Stranger's Lawn, that little EP or whatever it was, Lincifer, I think it was called. Yeah, that was just from a time in my life, so I have to speak conceptually about the EP because the songs about that shit. And yeah, there was a time when I first turned 19, so to speak, and it was just a very drunk time and just horrible time. Puking on a Stranger's Lawn, blah blah blah. That's it. Walking home from a party, you got the spins, you puke on some lawn. That's where the title comes from. And then the lyrical content of the song is just, descriptive of the circle of friends that I have. Just kind of got drunk, didn't care about life, and somehow everyone was still an artist, and that's that. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, I guess. For me, maybe.
Fascinating. Touch Me Like My Country.
Yeah. Well, now the concept was dad rock songs, right? So we were just kind of poking fun of that. And like I said, there's some okay songs from that, and there's some shit ones. And in my opinion, lyrically speaking, exceptionally, that's a stupid song. That was just like, I love my country. How can you love your country more than having sex with it? So that's basically a song about having sex with your country. It's quite stupid, obviously, but yeah, that's what it's about. Just stupid, whatever. I love my country. I'm gonna fuck it. There you go.
I think Bruce Springsteen would be proud of that song.
I hope not. I hope he has a bit better taste. And if he doesn't, then, well, shame on him. Right?
Oh dear.
Bruce has nothing better to listen to than a song about fucking a country, like gravy, as they say. Sweet gravy.
Well, I didn't know you needed that to F a country, but okay, if that works.
Yeah. I don't know. Dad rock is quite patriotic, and NASCAR, and love and life with my wife, and there you go. That's a rhyme, so it answered the question.
Hmm. Hmm. All right. Now, why now for an EP slash album title? Why is the latest the title the latest mm,
Release.
Lint release? Why is it We Surrender?
Uh, this is actually probably the first time anyone has actually bothered to ask why. And the first time I've probably actually talked about it is basically I'm dating a girl, and the majority of those songs are just about are feeling like the relationship is about to come to an end, and right after the release, actually, it sort of did come to an end, but it's just like I don't want to say prophetic or like a prophecy because that sounded really pretentious, but it just the songs are about like feeling like whatever you're involved with is involved in is about to come to an end, and yeah, so it's just like we surrender. It's like we're about to give up, so that's why.
Hmm.
It even feels awkward telling you that because I didn't even tell the girl at the time that I was dating that that's what the songs were about. But yeah, at this time, obviously, it doesn't matter. After the fact, that's some deep shit, man. Not deep, but greasy, sludgy, poopy.
It comes out in the songs.
Yeah. Thank you. That's what I was going for. A slight diarrhea twist.
Comes out in the songs. My next question is the Mustache Club.
Mustache Club. That is. I don't want to hit on any venues in Oshawa, but I would love to say that the Mustache Club is it's a venue in Oshawa, the best one in town, no doubt. All the best venues are there. They got the best sound. It looks the best. It sounds the best. They got the best drinks. I don't know. I've got nothing but good things to say about the Mustache Club. It's just an amazing venue in Oshawa, and I've been blessed to be able to play there from time to time. That's it. Pretty easy.
We have an equivalent to the Mustache Club over here in Mississauga called the Masonic Lodge.
Never heard of never played in Mississauga, I don't know. I don't book shows, I just play when people ask me to, and that's all I don't like booking shows out in the distance. It's too expensive. Showing your
Yeah, I can understand. Okay. My next question is in terms of instruments.
yeah.
Now, how many instruments can you and do you play?
I would like to say none. Can I play none? Do I play many? I guess I don't know. I don't know musical theory outside of the clarinet. I played that in high school, so big clarinet, keyboards, guitar, bass. It's the same shit. I've got tambourine. Got a shaped flute from Cuba once, and whatever I've got, I just crammed in. But yeah, I'm not musically talented at all, and I can't really play much. Drums are impossible. I don't play drums, so that's something that's probably pretty obvious.
Wait, if you don't play drums, how do you get the drums on your albums?
Well, yeah, you can layer many different drum effects, and so basically, what I do more recently, I don't want to talk in the past because the past is lo-fi, it's horrible, it sounds like shit. But I would say in the future, a good production thing that I do is there's drum software, like Superior Drummer, Easy Drummer, whatever and then you get those drum beats, and then what I do is I've got a kick right there and a snare, so I'll try and play that live and layer that over top, and then I'll layer over like a clap or like a, a bass kick or something like that, and give it like a mixture of some lo-fi sound, some drum machine sound or something like that, and layer them together. Recently, that's what I do recently, I should say. Back in the day, it's all MIDI. Like I would record like one kick sound, one snare sound, and then make a beat out of that. But recently, I did the layer shit.
Fascinating. Very fascinating.
Science, man.
Now, on your earlier records, I noticed that there was a. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can never really get which instrument this is exactly. It sounds kind of like a xylophone in a way, like a xylophone key being hit in a way.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll see if I can grab it. It's glockenspiel, but I'll try and find it for you so you can actually see it. Because it's quite cheap. If you're in Canada, Long McQuaid has this. It's a glockenspiel. It's like $30, and yeah, it's very cheap. It sounds very good. You I don't know if you can hear that.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Yeah, so that's what that is, and then you can also have digital glockenspiels and stuff like that, and layer it over top and make it sound how you like. But that's where the glockenspiel kind of comes from. Gives you that sort of bedroom sound or something like that. Bedroom twinkly something.
Well, I don't really know that many garage rock, punk rock bands who or artists who use a glockenspiel.
Well, again, I rip off Lost Casinos, and that's where the glockenspiel comes from. So deep down, I just try to be like a punk version of them. Not that they don't have like a. They have a good punk influence, but I want to be like a rough version of them or something like that. I don't know. Or back in the day, at least. Now I have no idea what I'm doing. Pretty lost. Yeah.
You once did recording in a garage with the basic caption of best way to record garage rock.
That is actually so disappointing because I know exactly what you're talking about. This room right here is above a garage, and the garage below me is where I recorded that. And yeah, I recorded these amazing sounding songs, better quality than anything I've ever recorded, better quality than the songs I'm about to put out. And then the laptop I was recording on just died. I lost everything, lost all the songs, wasn't smart enough to, put on a hard drive. It was too stupid. And yeah, so that's just a memory of woe now. That's just, thank you for reminding me of such a disappointment. Imagine if Jork, it's the same songs as we're on Jork, except they sounded amazing. It wasn't lo-fi at all. They sounded amazing. Better than anything I've ever recorded. And the laptop died, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm pissed off. Let's just put out the Jork songs as fast as I can after that. And yeah, that's why Jork's lo-fi, actually.
Oh my.
Portable hard drives, people. Back up. The continuous lesson that everyone never seems to learn.
Yeah, I have a partitioned external hard drive which I put everything on. So
You're the smart boy, obviously.
Scared, yes, but thank you. And also, Joel, by any chance, are you a skateboarder?
No, holy fuck, no. I wish I was. I wish I was a skater. Like, I probably bought a skateboard 4 years ago. You know, I skated in the 5th grade, and I was that kid that never learned to ollie, and I still can't ollie, and I'm just a piece of shit. And I cruise around on it. Like, I was cruising today around on it, but no, I'm fucking trash. I mean, I've got friends that are amazing, like Keegan, who played drums with me, Keegan Okazaki, amazing skater. But yeah, you just got all the questions to make me sad today.
Well, I did know
It
they were
reminds me of everything I'll never be.
I've also reminded you of what you are and gonna be.
I guess. Maybe. That might not even be true.
Well, you do have a cool pedal board with your skateboard.
I guess it's like it's kind of cliche, but it's like a skate deck. Like lots of people are doing it now. It's just you know, the pedals stick to it. Just my friend Dylan gave me this old skate deck and just been using it ever since. I guess out of just love of him, the sentimental value, because he gifted it to me and it's a good friend of mine. So yeah, I kind of forced myself to use it. He doesn't know. He doesn't actually know. But I use it because of him.
Now, I've been meaning to ask you, how would you say that the Oshawa scene? Describe the Oshawa scene.
I don't know. I don't go to shows that much anymore because I'm broke and lazy and I don't know. Long story. But the Oshawa scene, I don't know. It's difficult to describe because I don't know what's banging, what's big right now. I can say in regards to indie and punk is there's a great indie scene. You know, there's sort of like a group of people who go to every sort of indie show. It's like the Broken Arts people. It's difficult to explain if you've never heard of these groups, but you know, there's like the Broken Arts people. There's a record label called Fall in Love. It's like this next summer thing, you know. There's a record label called Get Bent around here. You know, there's a lot going on as far as indie and garage, punk rock and stuff like that. There's like a certain group of people who go to all of the specific shows. But I don't know if it's still kicking, but when I was in high school, like metalcore and hardcore were like the biggest things in Oshawa. You know, we got Protest the Hero who came out of Whitby, and then there's a hardcore band called Counterparts and Structure. They like killed it in Oshawa when I was in high school, but that's not that into that music, and is to me it's not really kicking around still. So that's how I would describe the Oshawa scene. It is indie rock based now, but it's still pretty small. It doesn't seem like there's too many people who go to shows these days in Oshawa, other than the Mustache Club, obviously, because you know, big place. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Good venue, best venue. People go there all the time, but you know, just need more venues like that, and it'll blossom.
Now, I've actually been meaning to ask, how many like music venues are there in Oshawa?
I don't know. You know, it's like I don't play that many shows. You know, I just play when people ask me to. I don't like going out to book, and so I just mean I haven't seen many venues just because of that reason, but. I would say there's like the Atria, which is sort of like a dive bar, is more of a punk garage, you a rougher kind of place, and then same owners as the Diesel Room, which is just above that, just more hardcore punk and stuff like that. And then the two big ones other than the Atria are, the Mustache Club, as we talked about, which is just like, the big one. And then there's an art gallery that hosts all kinds of shit, really, like crafts and zines and paintings everywhere. And it's called Wasted Space. And it's supposed to be like an all ages, like accept anyone venue. And yeah, those are sort of the three venues to me. Is the Atria, the Mustache Club, and Wasted Space. So you got your dive bar, you got your fancy professional bar, you got your artsy fartsy Wasted Space.
Nice trinity.
Yeah, good trinity. Good trinity. Those are my three faves.
Very cool. Very cool. Now, you were a meme in August 12th, 2012.
I was a meme?
Yep.
Like an internet thing?
Yes, you were a meme. There is a meme with your picture.
I hope you didn't track down my friend Dylan LeClaire. I hope you didn't scavenge a picture from there. That is quite... You can talk about it. You can bring it up. You've got the question. I know what you're talking about, but I don't want to... You go on. You bring it up.
Well, no, it's just... I can't remember what it exactly says, but there's a picture of you, and you're wearing a black jacket, and then there are words.
A gross leather jacket, a disgusting trunk. Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's a horrible picture. I wish I looked good in it, but I don't. And the caption is gross. And, blech. It's not that gross, but how dare you, ding guy.
I have to find these things. Oh, and you once said, this was several years ago, I believe 2010 it was, you said that you wanted to view life from a new perspective. Did you end up seeing life from a new perspective over the next 5 years?
No, definitely. Every year is so different. Like, I don't know. Think back to yourself 1 year, 2 years ago. Think how different you are right now from how different you are from a year ago or 2 years ago. So yeah, of course. If you want to know the actual reference, that's the Panic at the Disco reference. New perspective, the song. I can tell you that exactly. It wasn't some philosophical thing. It is the lyric from New Perspective by Panic at the Disco. Wonderful catchy tune from the movie soundtrack Jennifer's Body.
Jennifer's Body. Oh, okay.
Look it up. It's a great... Sorry, I did that, but I meant to do that. It's a great...
Oh, the middle thing is fine. All
Good
right.
tune.
Pardon?
Good tune.
I'll look it up. Alright, now, speaking of spandex, I want to ask you about spandex.
About what?
Spandex.
Spandex.
Yes.
What's with you and the tight things? I swear it's been tights. And now I got spandex. Spandex, yeah. I don't wear spandex. I might have once, maybe. I've got one of those cheesy morph suit things, but I haven't worn it since, like, I don't know, 2008 or something like that. I wouldn't mind a pair, though. They wouldn't mind showing off my junk or something like that in the tight spandy poo. I'll show you if you like.
There's a video you should watch one day. It's called Cannula by this artist called HD Stardom. It features a guy in a clown mask in spandex.
HD Stardom?
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
It's this artist from Mississauga. The video is one of the weirdest things you'll ever see in your life.
Maybe does it have to do with junk?
Well,
Let's talk about wieners.
yes,
I want to see
actually,
wieners in spandex.
the whole song is essentially about a wiener.
That's fine. I love wieners.
But it's done in a very kind of it's done from a very it's very weird. It's a very weird perspective how it's done. You wouldn't know at first.
Is it slow-mo?
Pardon?
Is it slow-mo?
No, it's hard to describe. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you?
I guess I gotta look it up. I gotta start studying wiener life, wiener culture.
Yeah, Cannula by HD Stardom.
I'm in on it. I'm there. Oh, wieners.
All right. Now, my last question in terms of, for example, certain aspects of music or gear is your guitar.
Yeah.
Now, you that guitar you have is very special, I believe. You once said in a gear video, in the video where you're showing your gear, that it was a very especially customized guitar.
Yeah. Not really. Just kind of put stickers on it. Hold on. Let me see if I got it in view. I only play Squires because I'm poor. Oh, that's why. It's because it's a Telecaster custom, but a Squire Telecaster custom. So that's why I made it sort of custom-y, custom. You got your switches. You can pick between your pickups and the tone knobs. It's cool. You do cool things with it. Sounds good. A lot of UK bands when they don't want to spend the money on buying a new guitar or bringing their guitar over from another country. This is the Tele Squire that they like to rent or buy when they come to Canada. It's because it's cheap. It sounds good. Yeah. I'm a Squire boy. Squire boy.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, you once worked at the Chum Bucket.
The dumb butt?
The Chum Bucket.
Chum bucket.
Yes.
That's because for a long time I worked at McDonald's and I was a fry cook. I felt like SpongeBob, but you know what? I wanted to be more evil than SpongeBob, so I decided to work at the Chum Bucket. That's why.
Cool. And you're also from Port-au-Prince.
Yeah. That's what is that from? Port-au-Prince.
Haiti.
Oh, live currently. Yeah, I have no idea why I said that. That's one thing I can't even explain. I have no idea. I can tell you that the from Normandy is because this absinthe that I like to drink when I'm not poor, when I can afford to buy it, is from the town that I said I'm from. So, yeah. I don't know what the Haiti thing is, but the France thing is from alcohol. Yeah. Yeah.
And also, one other thing, can you explain the name Joji?
Yeah. Joji comes from what my mom calls. She calls me Jojo. Here the phrase is that she names you Jojo, Jojo Bean, or Joji, and basically my friend Josh stayed at my house for a few days and heard my mom call me Joji, so he just called me Joji for a really long time, and then some other friends made fun of him for calling me Joji, like pretending we were some married couple, like, oh, you love your little Joji, don't you, buddy, or something like that. And then I just started using it as like a gaming alias, like, you know, when I'm playing video games, just call myself Joji, and yeah, it just kind of developed from a name that my mom called me, Joji.
Very interesting. Very cool.
Yeah.
I've always been curious of where Joji came from. And I have to ask, where did you get the name Lint from?
Lint. Well, I bring it back to Jennifer Slav over there. Because, well, like I said, you know, the same thing as song names. Song names, for some reason, I struggle with. Same thing with album titles. Like, big picture titles I'm really bad with. So I made the freaking Lint music before I even had the name Lint, and I just didn't know what to name it. And I just kept asking friends. No friends would come up with ideas, and then I just sent out a tweet like, "What should I name my band?" And then Jennifer over there just tweeted me back Lint, like one word, one little tweet, just Lint. And I was like, all right, fuck it, that's what I'm gonna use. And then I used it. Yeah. So there's no cool story. It's just like, hey, what do I name my band? Lint. Okay. And then I did.
That's cool. That's that's less disturbing than what I originally thought, than what I had thought.
Yeah, there's some growth, like some kind of fiber stuck in my balls or something.
Yes, actually, that's what I thought. That's what I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking.
Very awesome.
Okay.
Well, Joel, I have to. My last question is, I have to ask: are there any basically, well, last two questions. First, are there any artists that you are into currently around, say, the GTA, or specifically, say, the Oshawa, East Toronto scene?
I'm gonna go with Ontario, and I'm gonna go with, you know, like, I'm gonna go with like more under bands, but Lightmares from Sudbury are absolutely amazing. Lightmares. To me, they're like an upbeat Nirvana or something. Like, there's no way to describe them. They're just rock and roll as fuck. Like, you gotta listen to Lightmares. And then from closer to home, like Oshawa, Shy. Shy is like this post-emo indie punk band, and wow, they fucking kill it. They're amazing. Shy is like SHYY, two Y's. Yeah, so Lightmares and Shy, those two, like, they fucking kill it. They're amazing to me. And a two-piece girl band called Watershed Hour, and they fucking are amazing, and yeah, them two. Those are my three. Watershed Hour, Shy, Lightmares. Best three in Ontario, in my opinion. Yeah. Seal of approval.
Cool.
Type O.
The Joel Vigilante seal of approval.
Yeah, Joel Vigilante, approval.
And my next question is, what were your musical plans for the future?
Oh, fuck. I have no idea. Put out as much music as possible, as fast as possible. Videos. Yeah. I just started like I don't even know what to call it. It's like an art collective or like a group of whatever. It's called Shadowline, and I put all of the music through that. And I don't know. It's like our suburban piece of shit version of Odd Future, some shit like that. We just put out music and art videos and photography and whatever we feel like it. And that's, for me, what I'm gonna be doing. We'll put out all my music through that and hopefully not be poor, which is a little tough, but yeah. As much music as fast as possible, to summarize.
Cool. I can't wait. And when are you coming to Mississauga?
Pick a song?
Mississauga. When are you coming to Mississauga?
Okay, well, how about I'll find a boy to play some drum beats for me, and whenever you invite me to your sexy white couch.
Whenever you
How about
want.
that?
Whenever you want.
Alright. We'll cuddle.
I'm sorry, I just had a daydream.
That's fine.
I just-
I was daydreaming about you too. On the couch. Over there.
You gave me daydreams. Okay. Well, thank you, Joel, for a wonderful interview.
Thank you. King Daniel George Wilson the Fifth.
The second.
5 times 2 plus 1. Minus a million. Plus a billion.
I'm not doing math. Alright. Thank you.
I feel pee-pee.
Huh?
Because it's been a while. Ciao.
Bye.